Another scandal for the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. On the heels of the Fast and Furious debacle, the ATF now under investigation for running botched storefront sting operations in cities all across the country. What were they doing? And what was the legal fallout? What would that be? And who should be held responsible? Right now, we've got Fox News senior judicial analyst, Judge Andrew Napolitano. So the DOJ Operation Fearless, a multi-40-city program in which they opened 40 pawn shops and storefronts across the country. They were trying to get the bad guys to bring the guns in, and then they could grab them.
And where did they open these pawn shops? In inner cities within 1,000 feet of middle and high schools. Now, in every state in the union, it is a felony to carry a gun within 1,000 feet of a school. We're not talking about the officers carrying their own guns.
Sure.
We're talking about the people that they lured into their phony pawn shops in order to arrest those people.
The people who had the really dangerous guns that they wanted.
Correct. These people were gang members, drug dealers, and people who had escaped prosecution. The ATF, same people that brought us Fast and Furious, sure, the same crazies who thought they could give guns to illegal criminal gangs and trace the guns, decided to commit crime themselves, luring guns into an area 1,000 feet of schools, create a crime, have a phony transaction. Right. Hey, sell me this gun. And then as soon as they sold them the gun, they arrested these people. Now, here's the kicker. They can do this. Under the current state of the law, they can do it. They should have been...
Undercover stings are legal.
Correct. They should have been prosecuted by locals for having set these things up within 1,000 feet of a school. They lured children in there. They didn't intentionally lure the children in, but the children came in. They created a material and substantial danger to thousands of young people in inner cities throughout the United States. We just learned about it yesterday.
So it's a dumb idea. It's a bad idea. It's an illegal proposition. Okay, who's at the head of the Department of Justice? Eric Holder. Would this have been approved by him?
I don't know personally if it was approved by him, but it's almost inconceivable after Fast and Furious that something of this magnitude could happen without him knowing. In fact, I'm going to go out on a limb and say he had to approve it because it involved too much expenditure of money and too much manpower. They set it up in 40 different cities. You're talking about millions of dollars in movement of material and people.
Is this just another one of the Obama administration scandals that, okay, it makes a headline for one day and then they forget about it because we're not going to prosecute anybody?
You know, nobody was ever prosecuted for what happened in Fast and Furious.
Nobody.
Including the death of a federal agent. So my guess is this will just pass it. This will be a footnote in history. Interesting. This came out the day after the invasion of Crimea by Putin. Bury it. Bury the lead. That's what the government succeeded in doing, although we're talking about it.
We are. How many other news outfits are talking about it? Probably not many.
I think you're right.
Judge Napolitano, thank you very much.
Pleasure, Steve.